about what y'all wanted to see first. I got a bunch of comments, or well, not comments, I got a bunch of yeses on mom life and stuff about mom life, but then I got a few suggestions on doing an intro on about me and a house tour. I'm not gonna do the house tour number one because my house is a mess. So, but I'll do the intro, which is what I just kind of did. I told you a little bit about me. And I did also get a couple on makeup tutorials, which I will do a few. I'm not that great anymore and my skin isn't that perfect, but I'll do them if requested. Currently, this is all on my iPhone because I'm waiting on my video camera to come in, which will be here in May. I'm gonna do a little Target haul because it makes this video a little bit more fun, and then we can ease into mom life and such. I don't want anyone to come for me because I did Target drive up, but my baby girl needed clothes. She's growing too fast and she's a bit of a chonk. So first things first, I got regular organic Gerber long sleeve onesies for her to sleep in, mostly for the fact that we keep it kind of cold in our apartment because I like to be cold. I get really hot in the night. So my mom picked out this. We did it all online. So it's got little lemons on the front, which I thought were really cute. At first I thought they were pockets though, and they're not, so, but that's fine. This dress is actually super cute and super sweet because this is what she's gonna wear to our wedding next month with a little white cream bow. It's got some little lace details. And then we got some new sleepers, which this stuff actually matches her bedding. I love this fabric, or this print. We got this little floral one, this polka dot one, and then this little mint polka dot one. So, which I promise is polka dots, it's not stripes. And then my mom also picked out this. She's kind of obsessed with like bunnies and stuff. So it's little pink overalls with a little bunny on it, which is adorable. And then this little dinosaur bubble jumper, which if you don't know what a bubble jumper is, it's just the fact that the pants are like wider than whatever. This little ladybug onesie, which I know looks super small, but it's meant to be short and it's for 3 months. So she could wear this right now whenever it gets a little bit warmer, which I'm very excited about. We've had a couple cold fronts come in and I'm not about that life. And then we picked out this little one that has a bunny jumping through the pockets, and the pockets actually work, which my fiance will actually say that's useless because what's she gonna put in her pockets? A pacifier. We got this little bumblebee onesie, little zipper thing that zips from the bottom that I love. I'm saving this. This is gonna be a chocolate. Then we got this one that's a little, I guess it's safari animals because it's got a kangaroo and giraffe and monkey, but the feet are giraffes. And then we have this one. It's just a blue one-piece romper dress type thing. So that's my little Target haul. I also got her a bumbo seat, a little soft book, the 10 Little Ladybugs book, and a game to play with my family, which I think will be super fun. It is called like Burrito Wars or something. They give you 2 soft burritos and you draw cards. You get X number of points, or you draw a card that says Burrito War or Burrito Duel, and you throw the burritos at somebody. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. If you get hit by a burrito, you lose points. I think it's super fun. If you know my family, we're down for that. Now I have like a list. So mom life. 4th trimester, specifically 4th trimester, is rough. Whenever I got pregnant, I was very, very scared at first because of how young I was. I wasn't married and I just started dating my current fiance again. So it was kind of like a really bad timing. And I thought that motherhood would be so easy for me because I worked in childcare for like 4 or 5 years. I've been doing it since I was 18 years old, like professionally, but I babysat whenever I was 16, 15, 16 as an odd-end job. So I thought that it'd be easy. It's not. 4th trimester is rough. If you have a C-section, I don't really know much about that other than what my mom's told me. It takes a little bit longer to heal, especially if you lay in bed. You still bleed profusely from your cooch, so it still sucks. You're very, very sore. There's a limit to what you can do because of the fact that you have an opened wound essentially on your stomach that's been stapled or sewn shut, which half the time they do stitches now, not staples. My mom had hers stapled. So, actually, no, she had it sewn. Either way, it's basically just a big cut across your stomach, which I didn't have a C-section. I delivered vaginally, which I was very thankful for, but they have these things called perineal tears, which that happened, and they sew them shut, and it makes it so hard to pee. It hurts to go. You are so sore down there for, I'm not kidding, like 2-3 weeks postpartum, like post-delivery. You have to, there's like a few things. You have to sit on ice packs. They don't let you leave the hospital until you can like pee or go to the bathroom without having any help and stuff like that. So I stayed in the hospital for 1 day after I gave birth. So I went into labor Christmas morning, and then the middle of the night at like 1 a.m. I woke up. I could not breathe. It hurt so bad. And then I went back to sleep. I forced myself to go back to sleep. But these were contractions. My air conditioner just turned on. So I forced myself to go back to sleep. And about an hour and a half later, I woke up and I tried to stand up and I hit the floor. I could not breathe. I could not talk. I was crying. It was so painful. And my fiance was like, we've got to go. Like, let's go to the hospital. Let's get checked out. And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm not labor. I'm not due for like 3 more weeks. It's cool. I wanted to brush my teeth before I went. I was so concerned with having bad breath. I was like, I just want to brush my teeth, please. And I couldn't even get the toothbrush in my mouth. So that happened. Whenever I got to the hospital, they basically sit and monitor your contractions for about an hour and a half before they even put you in a labor delivery room, purely for the fact that if it's like Braxton Hicks, they don't want to admit you, which I can understand that. But they don't give you any medicine. They don't do anything for you. They give you ice chips to chew on. So this is at like 3 a.m. I finally got admitted around 4. Called my mom on the way to the hospital and said, I think I'm in labor. I think I'm going to have Josie. And she told my dad, pretty sure we're going to have a baby by 4 or 5 o'clock. So upon getting admitted, I only wanted to do like the nitrous oxide gas, which, by the way, you can use it. It's not bad. They wouldn't give it to you if it was bad. It doesn't even like remove the pain. It just calms you down enough to where you can breathe through it, which I wanted to do that solely at first. And it wasn't because like I didn't want the drugs or anything like that. I was just scared of a needle going through my back. I don't like needles. I have tattoos, but I don't like needles. I ended up getting epidural. Ended up doing it purely for the fact that it hurts so bad for me, and I was just I'm not a good pain person. So I ended up getting an epidural, and I pushed for maybe 30 minutes, if that, and then Josie was born. We spent 1 night in the hospital, and then the next day I left. So I was very excited about that. I got home, and Cole's wonderful mother stayed with us for a few days. She cooked, she cleaned, she took care of Josie, and that was absolutely wonderful. And anytime she comes to stay, I get so excited, purely for the fact because, number one, I love his mom. She's absolutely wonderful. She's a great human. She produced a great human. She produced 3 great humans first. Love her kids, love his family. I just adore them. I'm very blessed in the fact that I have in-laws whom I love. So whenever she comes to stay, she purely takes care of Josie in the middle of the night and stuff like that. Like, Josie will wake up, she'll help a lot throughout that. And it's absolutely wonderful because like the 2 or 3 days that she does stay, we get to sleep a little bit longer. However, Josie's breastfed, so I mean, I still have to get up with her sometimes. Anyway, so she stayed for a few days, and after she left, I was hit with how difficult it was because Cole did not take any time off. He went to work the next day. Like, I delivered Josie, and he went to work the next day, and he only stayed for like half a day, but he still went. But after about a week, he started going back like full time, and that was so rough to have to sit at home by myself for the majority of the day with a screaming, crying infant or a newborn who was attached to my body most of the day. I couldn't really go pee by myself because it hurt, and you have to use a peri bottle to like wash down there. You can't actually wipe because bacteria and stuff. So I recommend the Freedom Mom peri bottle if you're like currently pregnant and gonna have a baby soon. Get perineal cooling pad liners. They're not even really pad liners. You mostly just like stick them in your underwear. I guess, yeah, you put them in your underwear, but it's got witch hazel in it, and it helps with healing of like perineal tears and stuff like that. They're so good. They make it feel so much better. Tip number 2 if you're at the hospital, get as much as you possibly can. They will give you pads, they will give you ice packs, they will give you underwear, they will give you whatever you can. You do not want to be bleeding in like nice underwear. And I asked for extra. I got a lot of stuff. I still have like pads in my bathroom from whenever I delivered Josie. And I mean, like, they're like the huge diaper pads. But mom life has just been really rough. Like that 4th trimester, whew, no one ever tells you about that, because if anyone ever told you how scary and how hard it was, you probably would never have a kid. It was rough, and learning how to breastfeed was rough. Luckily, like, Josie literally came out latching and was absolutely wonderful at it, but then I kind of had like issues with my supply and stuff. But I mean, it's fine. However, the thing is that she will not take a pacifier. She just recently kind of started taking one. It's seldom, like she'll kind of take it a few times. I will always, from now on, shove a pacifier in my baby's mouth pretty much as soon as they come out, because that's the only way that they'll take one usually. If you wait 3 weeks, they don't take it. If you wait 6 weeks, they probably don't take it. And I'm just, I hate being a human pacifier with breastfeeding. That's like the worst thing about being a mom currently and breastfeeding, is that I am a human pacifier, because I chose to do like on the breast. Whereas with my next child, I'll probably do exclusively pumping. I will not do exclusively breastfeeding, because number one, it makes it hard to leave her. Like, she'll scream and cry most of the time if I drop her off with my parents and leave, and she sees them every day. She refuses to take bottles sometimes, so we're working with her on that. Like, now she'll take bottles a little bit more, but it's still kind of rough, and she doesn't take pacifiers. And if you know anything, all the books say that she's supposed to be sleeping for the night right now. She still wakes up 2 or 3 times a night to eat, and she goes back down pretty easy most times, but then there's times when she gets up and she wants to play, and it's just kind of rough. Sleep deprivation from being a mom is a real thing. I can't tell you how many times I've cried over being so tired. Around week 2 of her life, I got up in bed in the middle of the night because she was crying and needed to eat, and his parents had came back down and they were visiting so his dad can meet Josie. And she woke up wanting to feed, and I bawled because I had just gotten her back down like 30 minutes beforehand. I'd been up all night with her. I was so exhausted, and this isn't like a dig on Cole, but he wasn't the best at like waking up in the middle of the night with her at the very beginning. He slept through most of it, and I can remember that there was multiple times that I was like, hey, will you grab her and change her, and then I'll get her and feed her and put her back down. And he went, yeah, and would roll back over and go back to sleep. That's not a dig on him though, because he, like, women are kind of hardwired to wake up at the drop of a pin, essentially, especially after you have a child. Most women are like, they'll wake up, and then unless you're a really hard sleeper, and like, God bless you, I wish I could do that. Most women wake up though at any little sound or mumble or whatever. So that was just really rough. And he's actually gotten a lot better now if she wakes up, unless he's just dog tired. He gets up, he changes her, he reswaddles her, he hands her back to me, I feed her, and either he will put her down or I will put her down. We kind of alternate sometimes on who does that. But recently he's taken like charge of all the household duties and putting her down, because he's working a little bit less right now, and Josie's been teething and she's not been happy and she only wants to be held by me or to nurse. And so, but he's been a rock star recently. He kind of had to like learn. It was a learning curve for him and for me, because I thought I would be so good at it, and no, I am not. It's just been rough. Mom life is hard. It is really hard, but there are so many like rewarding moments. So she doesn't do well with tummy time, but whenever she does do it, it's really cute, and she'll lift up her head and push up, and her first laugh, her first smile, those are like the most rewarding parts of it. Is that I stopped working at, I had 2 jobs at the end of my pregnancy. I was working for a school and working like 60 hours a week, not just there, but also at my other job. I was a front of house manager, key manager. So I would go to work at the school Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays I'd work 10-hour shifts, or like 10 or 11-hour shifts sometimes, kind of just depended. And that was that. And then the school also had meetings and trainings and all this other stuff, so it was like 50 to 60 hours a week in 3rd trimester pregnancy. I ended up in October, I took a step back from my managing job, managing waitressing at the restaurant I work at, and luckily I have a wonderful manager who kept my position, so I didn't have to like reapply or anything like that, and she completely understood that I needed a stable paycheck to help pay for things and to save money for my maternity leave, because I didn't qualify with the school because I hadn't worked there long enough. And if you're a server or a manager of a restaurant, unless you're the GM most of the time, you don't have maternity leave. And I'm not even sure if like it's all the time that they get it, unless you're salary. If you're not a salary employee, you typically don't have maternity leave. But I needed to save money to pay bills in January, February, and March, which were the length of my maternity leave. So I ended up doing that. And after Josie was born and seeing how difficult it was going to be, I realized I could not work 50 hours a week and do school and take care of a newborn. So I resigned from the school that I was working for, and I went back to work in March for about 2 weeks. And then COVID hit and we all got laid off, and yeah, but we all have our jobs back whenever all this passes and we can go back to work. All the girls I work with, we have a wonderful employer, so we don't have to like reapply or anything like that. We basically just get put on the schedule and we can go back to work that day. But I really thought that after I had Josie that I would be so good at it and that I would be a rock star. It'd be so easy for me, but it definitely was not. And I'm here to tell anybody, thank a mom, like thank your mom, because this stuff was hard. But the challenges, like I don't even remember giving birth. I don't remember much of her first 3 weeks other than like a few of the bad nights. But I remember most her first smile, her first laugh. She mostly squeals whenever she laughs. So she gets this really big gummy smile and she squeals at the top of her lungs, and it's the most precious thing, and I adore it. That and her first, whenever you're teaching your kids to sit up, you have to like hold their hands and they'll like clench really, really tight and they'll sit up with you. I remember doing that with her. Whenever she first started like pushing all the way up and like extending her arms, and she's almost 4 months old, so we've like been giving her like little bits of like pureed food, which are it's not recommended, but like rice cereal and stuff like that. Remember doing that with her, and just like the best parts of it. So I love how much she loves me, and like there's times where she'll just smile really, really big and like bury herself in my chest, and it just makes me so happy. And in the mornings, my favorite thing is, so currently her nursery is like in our dining room because we live in a 1-bedroom apartment until we move out this summer. So what I do is I come and I open up the window, the blinds, and I turn off her hatch, and I turn on the light, and I look at her and I say good morning, and she smiles so big, and it's my favorite part of the day. And unswaddling her in her arms just like goes straight up, and she like stretches, and it's just my favorite thing. Like all the little quirks of it have been awesome. And as much as I love her being little, I cannot wait until she can crawl and walk and run, and I can't wait for her to say mama and dada and like all this other stuff. I just can't wait for it. But then I know whenever that happens, I'm gonna miss her being this little, so I'm trying to soak it all in. So I've kind of enjoyed the COVID situation because I've gotten to stay home a lot longer with her, which whenever I went back to work, I was releasing shifts because she was fussy a lot and she wasn't really transitioning well to not being there, because I'd been home for like 3 months and I was trying to like go back in slowly, and then COVID hit and I can't do that anymore. But I've really, really enjoyed basically being home with her for 4 months. That's been awesome. And I love going shopping for her, obviously. And in this drawer, we have tons of bows because I'm a bow mom. That's what I do. It's just been wonderful. Like mom life has been so like challenging, but so rewarding. And it's more rewarding than it is challenging, because for all that we have to get up in the middle of the night with her, and I breastfeed, and that's been challenging. There are times where like she'll pull off and just look at me and give me a gummy smile, and then like just grab it, shove it back in her mouth. And I think that's adorable. And also I think that my relationship with Cole has gotten so much better because of her. And I can't be more thankful, because I love my family. I love what I do. I love my life most days. There are days that it's hard. I cry a lot. And currently, like last week I cried because I was so bored, and I was so over the fact that I got to just spend every day with a baby who can't talk, because I haven't seen my friends. And by friends, I mean my coworkers, because they're like my only friends currently, and then like a few from my hometown. I have not seen my friends. I've only been going to my mom's, but I've been going to my mom's every single day since before this hit. Like I moved in with Cole, and I still go to my mom's house every single day because she lives 5 minutes down the road. And I'm so blessed that I have free childcare for that. But that's like, So I've never stopped going to see her purely for the fact that I had been. So the germs were like, old, much left for us to do. I'm bored out of my mind and I just really need to get out sometimes, and Sonic is my escape. So I'm really hoping that with like this, I can use this as an escape. So that's fine. There's really not much left of this. I just want to talk about mom life. It's rough, it's challenging, it's rewarding, it's lovely, it's wonderful, it's expensive. It is so expensive. No one ever told me, like I knew that having a kid was expensive. I looked online and it said it was like, each year you probably spend about $100,000 on your kid. It's not lying. And if you're a girl mom, I don't know, they say boy moms are cheaper. They're not. If you're a mom at all, you buy a lot more than that. That's like a national average. I spend a lot of money on her. I buy a lot of clothes. I buy a lot of bows. I buy a lot of toys. She has like a bucket of toys and then 2 or 3 mats to play on. And she has stuff at my mom's house to play with because I like to keep her entertained. Diapers. Oh my God, diapers. If you are going to a baby shower or you're doing a drive-by baby shower or you're asking someone who's pregnant if they need anything, they need diapers. And not just newborn. They're newborn for like maybe a month. So maybe 2 or 3 cases probably get them through that. Size 1s, I can't tell you how many cases me and Cole have bought, and we had 5 from our shower. Wipes too. Diaper pill liners. We go through a box of diaper liners probably every 2 weeks. Because Josie pees every 5 minutes, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for your baby to pee. It's a good thing as long as they're having wet diapers. And like everyone tells you that breastfed babies can go like 14 days without pooping. I don't like that rule because I just think I think you need to poop. Babies need to poop. So I keep a log of that. I use an app called Log, and it's a Japanese app, but it's like been second nature. It's one of the most used apps on my phone because I log her sleeps, I log her pees, her poops, when she eats, and it also helps me remember because there's this little old rule that you wear a hair tie on like the wrist that you've fed on last, so you know like, oh, if it's on my left wrist, I need to feed on my right side. I can't do that. I just look on my little app and it tells me that, oh, I fed on my right side, so feed on my left side now. But something and hang out with people, that is rough. Only being able to go to the park and walks with Cole is rough. Like Cole gets to go to work and see his coworkers and have adult interaction that isn't just his family, and that's awesome. The only interaction I have is constantly like messaging in our group chat, and I'm probably so annoying, but I don't care because I'm bored, and that's the reason for this. And I know this video wasn't even really about mom life. It was mostly about like me and about my child, about my life, not specifically like being a mom. Because being a mom is a thing you learn as you go, which I thought I'd be good at it for the 100th time. And I'm okay at it now. I'm a great mom now. But there are times where I've gotten so frustrated and just handed her to Cole and been like, get her away from me. I can't do it right now. I need a moment. Which I know I've been told like by my doctors, by her doctors, that there are times that you need to do that. And having the knowledge to go, okay, I'm at my limit, and being able to walk away. And even if you know, you sit her down and she's screaming and you walk away for 2 minutes, it's not going to kill her to let her scream for 2 minutes, especially if you need just a moment to breathe. It's so much better than hurting your child, in which obviously I would never do that. I am in love with my child. But there have been times where I've laid her on my bed with like in her DockATot, and she was screaming, and she'd been screaming for like 4 hours. And I went and locked myself in my pantry for like 2 minutes and cried, wiped my tears away, took a deep breath, walked back in there and calmed her down. Sometimes babies read energy, and I'm here to say like I'm not like an energy person, but they do. They read energy and they feed off how you feel. So it's kind of like if you're not calm, they're not going to be calm. They can feel your tension, and I firmly believe that because as soon as I calm down, she calms down and her body relaxes, and she's not tense anymore, and she'll calm down and she'll go to sleep. But you need that. And I think that being a mom and knowing when you're at your limit and having somebody there and having a partner or a good village that helps you with your child, I think that that's the most important thing, is that it does take a village to raise a child. It does, because if you are a single mother and you don't have anybody, I'm praying for you because I could not do it. I would cry myself to sleep every single night. I would not be able to do it. And that's not to say that single moms can't do it. That's not to say you can't, because you totally could. I can't. I could not do it. But I know this video has been all over the place. Welcome to my life. I am a literal nutcase. If you know me, I am all over the world at all times. Sorry for the mic and the sound on this. I know it's not going to be the best because this is on my iPhone, so, but upcoming videos, I'll probably do a makeup tutorial. I'll probably, as soon as I get my vlogging camera, I'll probably like vlog whenever we can go out and do stuff again. I'll do like family walks and stuff like that, and I'll probably do like, I don't know, mostly like kid-friendly videos and like mom videos and stuff like that. That's what I like to watch. I love to watch Tara Henderson, and her name's Milena, like Ciotti or something like that. I can't pronounce her name, but I love to watch her. And then Lopesky Life, love them. But I mostly watch a lot of Tara Henderson stuff because I just love her and I love her videos. But I think that most of my videos will probably be like lifestyle and mom stuff. And they'll probably, I don't have a video posting schedule. I don't. I have a child. I have an infant. Life's rough. I can't be on a schedule for anything. I'm on her schedule. So I'll figure that out as I go. But I'll probably do some makeup tutorials, some vlogging type stuff. And I will do an apartment tour because I don't have a house. I have an apartment. And if y'all would like to see that, I'll do that for you. Until then, though, thanks for watching. You can subscribe if you want to, but leave comments about what videos you want to see because I'm at a loss. Thanks.